What's going on, tube? What's going on, world? It's your boy back at it again, Black King 91, back in this thing. Today's video, I just wanted to drop about my views on the spiritual community. Us, like, in all, like, it's spiritual, like, we call ourselves these higher dimensional beings. The main problem, like, that I see with a lot of us, at least, like, the ones, like, that's kind of getting a lot of attention, like, i.e., like, Nature Boy and, like, the Young Pharaohs, all those people like that. We really need to be listening to people like the 13th Son, people that can like speak and like you can see that like they have a part of themselves unlocked. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the universe is like giving people like him and me and Enoch, fucking the universe. How can I put it? The universe is giving us information about y'all like on a day to day. You know what I'm saying? Like the universe is like the universe will like show us shit like in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like from kind of knowing how things break down like in this world, like from knowing how everything that we have right now is a derivative of something that was in the past, mankind become very legible and like predictable like at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very funny that like this ain't something that like people kind of realize. You know what I'm saying? That like we can look back at the things that we have done and see a pattern in our actions. You know what I'm saying? People just don't realize like what we is yet. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the Smithsonian and the Vatican is making it a point. They're spending a lot of money to hide these facts from you and to hide the truth from you. You know, but they put it out in ways Disney and a lot of different shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Where, like I've said in other videos, where this is not a credible source of information for you to take it serious. You know what I'm saying? But oh shit. Sorry too. But yeah, like they put shit out like in these sources where it's not gonna be credible to you. Is like it's just entertainment, but it's like in all actuality, like they speaking the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's really hilarious, like this game like that they play like with our minds. You know what I'm saying? They fucking rewriting history. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fucking retweak history. You know what I'm saying? Like so that they can have the people thinking about the world like in a certain way. You know, if we knew the truth about what the world is and about where humanity came from and all the things that humanity have been through, I don't think that we would be in the position like that we in. Like we couldn't have came to the position like that we in. You know what I'm saying? Like the only reason like that we can be fucked up like this is if generation after generation after generation rhetoric and information is torn away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like culture is like torn away from you and like retwisted. Like this is the only way that they can get to your mind because like our ancestors had shit already. You know what I'm saying? Like they had information, had truth already. You know what I'm saying? This make me think about the Kanye West song called "Follow God," and he had his father speaking at the top of the video. His father said, "I remember the first time when my children got to experience snow, and my children were fearful as to the steps that they would take. But what I did, I walked out ahead of them, and I said, instead of making your own footprints, you walk in the footprints that I have created for you already, you know." But where we at, shit, my father walked in the snow, generation after generation. The motherfuckers came and fucking threw shit over the snow. So like now I don't know like where the footprints lead. And then the motherfucker tell me that, oh, like that's my footprints. I told that story. You know, you can fucking retweak the story. And see, a lot of y'all don't understand how culture after culture, this is where all the different religions came from. Like, don't feel like they was trying to trick you so hard, like with religion. But going from culture to culture, fucking city to city, race to race, people to people, you know what I'm saying? People have to retell these stories in different ways to fucking respike their minds. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't just hit them with the same story over and over. Like, they get boring. You know what I'm saying? Mankind, like the way our minds work, you have to retwist shit. Like, I mean, like you kind of do have to like redo it, like for us to keep going with it. Man, a lot of these niggas is gonna stay stuck. A lot of these niggas is just gonna stay stuck. And see, like somebody like me, I had to like come to that realization and like accept that like a lot of y'all are gonna stay stuck. And see, like honestly, like it can really be painful for me to think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I got such a big heart. Like, it's painful for me to think that my fellow man is stuck in the third dimension. Is stuck in his lower self. Is stuck in his destructive self. Like, that's painful to me. You know, especially when I see that you can make it out. You know, especially when I see that you can make it out. But along this physical journey, it's all about your choices. Now, see, like when you come across them people that like everything fit together and like everything is working, like that's gonna make you hold closer to them. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been in places where shit wasn't working. And you've been in places with crazy motherfuckers. That places where you know that you don't want to be. You know? But if anybody call themselves spiritual, if anybody calls themselves a guru, a shaman, or anything like that, like don't follow them unless they have something to show you, something that don't no other human do, like something that you're not used to seeing. Like they have to like be able to heal you or like show you something, like show you some psychic ability or something. You know what I'm saying? These are the people that you take serious and you listen to what they got to say. Listen to yourself and listen to your heart, like what your heart say around what other people saying. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking hilarious where fucking humanity is at right now. And see, I ain't fucking singling out nobody in particular. Because whether you rich or whether you poor, it's something missing. You know what I'm saying? It's something missing. You spent all this time accumulating all these dollars, you know what I'm saying? So now it's a part of yourself that seeks something else. You done spent all this time poor, you know what I'm saying? So you probably done got to know yourself on a deeper level, you know what I'm saying? Because you had to in order to get by, you know what I'm saying? But you still felt as if it was something that was missing, you know? That's really what all this is about, you and yourself and like your consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like once you're on certain levels, then you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like once you to the point where you can manifest your reality, like in front of your face. I'm at a point where like I'm manifesting my reality second to second to second. Like if I'm not consciously running my reality, like I have seen unconscious parts of myself begin to take control of my reality. This is the power that humanity has, that's within us. You know, this is the power that we have as humans, as fucking biological sentient beings. This is the power that we have. You know, a lot of y'all gonna let it go over your head, just like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't realize the true applications of like which way you can go. You go from a pawn to the queen on the fucking chessboard. You can transform from the pawn into the queen, the most powerful piece on the chessboard that can make all the moves whenever the motherfucker want to. Like, a lot of y'all, we gonna have to stroke y'all ego to get you there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, like, we gonna have to tell you something that's so good and make you feel so good, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of want to make you get down instead of telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? And for me, you could have just gave me truth and told me about the origin of man and told me where humanity came from. Told me that me as a melanated, sentient, biological being, that I'm like the original human being that was on the planet. And me being a melanated being, cosmically, like I'm more connected to source cosmic energy than anybody else on the planet. Why do you think they're attacking us like that? You know? Why do we know that we would go under attack? You know? If you haven't witnessed nobody like with no abilities, like with no psychicness, nothing coming from them, you know what I'm saying? And you're not dealing with a real human. A real nigga is one that's on the fifth dimension. That's what a real nigga is. A lot of y'all, you worried about being a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? But like, you're not a real nigga. You the nigga that they created. That's like what you are. You a fucking byproduct of your environment. You're not your true self. You're not your real self. Like, you are not. As much as you would like to think that. You know what I'm saying? You're not. I probably say that with a little bit of animosity, you know what I'm saying? But I say that I don't want to see people get to that level, you know? I be at a point like I don't even be wanting to like have this conversation with people and like have to talk like this, you know? And it seems like that's just kind of like where your spirit lead. Yeah. You got it. You got it in there.